She's a Monalisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. She's a Monalisa. Everyone's lining up to see her.
Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing an unboxing of the iPhone SE that retails for approximately $400, not including fees and tax. So this is what the box looks like. It is really beautiful box, just white. Once you open it, you get this nice little folder with things inside. It comes with some instructions, the product red card, some stickers, and just things you should know about the phone, but nothing major. So I'm going to set those aside. So now let's get on to the things inside with the phone. So this is a beautiful phone. I got mine in the product red. The product red right now really helps with COVID, but when COVID was not here, it helped dealing with AIDS. So in this box you can see this beautiful just normal white charger and just the normal headphones with the new adapter. It also comes just with a new cable, normal cable, but you could also get a fast charging one if you wanted. Some ASMR. As you can see, the phone is beautiful. I'm going to turn it on now and I'm going to show you guys what you need to do, every step-by-step process on how you get this phone working and so you can use it. It's a really nice back. I love it so much. It's really pretty. So here it is, the phone just turned on, and you first want to select your country and your language. We chose English, but you can choose whatever you want. And it really just tells you step by step what you need to do. You need to know your Apple ID, your passwords, everything like that. So what we wanted to do is transfer all the data from my old iPhone 6 to this new phone. There's a cool new way where you just put the phones next to each other and you can actually just transfer from one phone to the other. You place your camera of your old phone and scan this little cool QR code from the new phone. Then it will ask you to enter some things from the old phone. But if you're just using this as a new phone, you do not have to do any of these steps. Next, I'd ask you if you want to do Touch ID or if you want to set it up later. I decided to set it up right now because why not? There's nothing wrong with it. It will just ask you to place your finger and lift your finger, and you do this various times until it allows you to continue. And after it allows you to continue, you're going to do the sides of your thumb. I love Touch ID, and with this phone, nothing really changed. Same old Touch ID. I will tell you though, the home button does feel a bit different than what it was on the 6, but nothing too radical, nothing I can't get used to. Again, once you do your fingerprint, we're going to put transfer data from the old phone to the new phone. It's way easier. You could also just transfer it from a backup once you're done, but I thought this was easier. It does take time to transfer all the data. For me, it took less than an hour. I had about 40 gigs occupied with 20 gigs left for space, but it did take quite a while. I did have to be patient and wait. I right now am putting on this new case I got from Shein actually. It is a really nice case. It has some stars in the back. I just wanted to make sure it's protected before I actually start using it more often. I will tell you that you can see me struggling because I did not want to turn the phone off just in case it caused any malfunctions. So I was really trying to put the case on without turning it off, but yeah. So now it asks for my Apple ID and I put that in. And it's going to ask us for more information like other Apple IDs if you have them. It even asked for the password of my iPad, as you will see in a couple clips. It was kind of weird, but nothing bad. So next, like you see, I entered the password of my iPad. Don't know why, but maybe it's just, to also have it a bit connected, if you know what I mean. And then I sent myself the terms and conditions because you always want to have those just in case anything happens. I also turned my location services on. Anything that a normal phone would have is what it asks you to do. I'm going to set up Apple Pay, but I decided to set it up later just because it's not that important. And then I also set up Siri. So I just said a few things and then Siri was ready to go. You ask a couple questions like how's the weather? Hey Siri, what are you doing? So then that way it can get equipped with what you sound like. Hey Siri is normally only going to work with your voice and not with someone else's. So that is why they have you practice this. You could also just do it afterwards, but I was like, why not get it over with? It also tells you what Siri does and why you have to say it. So that's what we did. We told them we would share our iPhone analytics, I believe, just because they're not sharing any like hardcore information, if you know what I mean. So it just wouldn't be bad for them to have information that could help with future phones. Maybe a phone I would have in the near future. Again, app analytics, like it's not actual information, so I just didn't bother with that. It doesn't really matter. And then True Tone Display, I actually added that. I'm not 100% sure if I like it and what it really does. But I also just entered my Apple ID again, and I had to do a two-factor authentication. And this code only works for once, so I didn't have to cover it up. But they make it you do it again just to make sure it's you. And then I was about to enter my password one more time. Then it finally was going to start transferring the data. So while we're here, let me tell you about the specs that come with the iPhone SE. You have it in 3 colors, black, white, and the product red, which is the product I got. I think this is just a beautiful color. I suggest you get it. They also have 64, 128, and 256 gigabytes. I got the 128, which is a little bit more pricey, about $50 more, but it's totally worth it. The size and weight is basically the same as the iPhone 8. You're not getting any difference. Any iPhone 8 case will fit in your iPhone SE and vice versa. So right here they show you a comparison between this and the 11, so you can tell it's pretty small. I have small hands, so it's perfect, but just something to keep in mind. Here's some things about the display, the pixel resolution, all that stuff. This does have the A Bionic 13 chip. The iPhone 8 only has the A11, so it is one big difference. This Bionic chip is really well, and Apple's going to support it for years to come. You do get a wide camera, digital room, all this you can find on the Apple website. And it's just some things that very compelled me because they're way better than the iPhone 6. Like the portrait mode, the 6 effects with the natural side contour lighting. It also has some cool video recording things like 4K video, 720 HD video. And the front camera also has some really nice portrait lighting and just really nice things overall. You could really just sit and read this and try to understand it. It has Touch ID, the same, nothing really changed. It also has Apple ID, if you're looking into that stuff. Pay with your iPhone, easy peasy. The Apple Card, these are the carriers, AT&T, Sprint, T-Mobile. So this is Siri. It's the same thing. There's a couple more improvements with it, but nothing I would say that really just is like something that makes you decide if you want it. And then here's the phone. Like I said, it comes with the same things. It looks exactly like the 8. The camera might look a little bit different, but that's about it. And right here, the power and battery lasts about the same. 13 hours of video playback, up to 8 hours of video playback if it's streamed. You have good audio playback up to 40 hours. And these, I'm going to scroll down and show you the apps that are built in with this device. You can stop the video and look at them, but most of them are apps you recognize.